I muted myself because I was cussing because I was screwing up. So hi guys again. Papa, DK, Comics, Lady Liv. Oh boy, DK, die yourself. What's up, Topper? Thank you for coming. Joe Rock! Woohoo! Ah, okay. I'll figure out how to give somebody a freaking uh, a wrench once I figure out the rest of this crap. My water. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you have probably already seen the whole can't define a woman thing, but it pisses me off. So, no, I am not restarting now. Why do you have to do this crap while I'm live? Come on. All right, so this is the first one. And I am fortunately now, because my phone, my other phone, oh, wait a minute. I could do it this way. Oh, crap. Let me do this for a second. Sorry, y'all. I hate not being freaking prepared. I really do. But I was organizing this room all day because I wanted to make sure I was in the spot that I wanted to be in, which I am. So so the door's over there now. Before you guys saw the door, like behind me over there. This is a closet door. This is a, hey, cat. Got Callie on the floor next to me. Hello, baby. So I've got, this is going to be behind me. I've got this to put up still. And my art from my classmate that I had, that I graduated from the same high school as I did. But I'm not showing you those yet because that's a surprise. If I like the way it's figured out. Auntie Ben, what's up? Mel, hey dude. So yeah, I'll figure all of this crap out. Let's see. I need to find YouTube. There you are. Because I need the chat. Pause. Okay. I can't see the chat. Oh man. Now I gotta change this. Son of a biscuit. Sorry guys. Well, that was such a pleasant picture. Ugh. Alright, now I gotta turn this. Come on, jackass. Screw it, I'll turn the whole thing. What in the crap is going on? Oh, jeez. What's up, Hatter? So I have this freaking... Aha! Got it. It was in the back. And I'm making all these horrible freaking faces. What the hell? Oh. Jeez. Alright, so there's that. Here's this. Sorry, y'all. So, I did get quite a bit done. Very happy about that. Oh, I just figured out how to... Oh, man. Fucking stupid ass freaking... Okay, hold on. I gotta get rid of this stupid Bixby bitch. Fuck you. Okay, there's my chat. Alright, now... At least I had everything as Di remembers. She said to me to... Come on. Get on there. There we go. Okay. And it's upside down. Fuck you. There we go. There. Now I can not only see the chat, I can look at you guys, and I can be looking at you. So that's a plus. All right. So this is the first one I'm going to go into. I have a real problem.
I am actually quite proud of some of those.
I have a real problem with this Ketanji person. How are you not able to define what a woman is? I mean, what the hell? So this is the first one I wanted to play before I started the other.
Republican senators on the Judiciary Committee. You know, we do give politicians a hard time, but
let's try this again. All right, keep my hands off the stuff. I wanted to talk to y'all and see what y'all have. I just realized the chat is kind of behind for me because it's on the wireless, because I haven't gotten the solid or the line run up underneath the house. Well, that sucks. So chat's gonna be a little slow for me. I apologize. First thing that I want to say is that the amount of bullcrap that has gone on with this woman and how she can't answer a question is driving me up a fucking wall. Here, okay, I was worried I had that done a little bit sideways. So let's watch this. This is the first video I wanted to play, and this is about how when I said that nobody can get a straight answer out of her, proof.
I am actually quite proud of some of those Republican senators on the Judiciary Committee. You know, we do give politicians a hard time, but when they deliver, when they represent us, I think it's great. And here are some of the MVPs at the confirmation hearing for Judge Jackson. Lifetime appointment. She deserves tough questions, and they gave them to her. And they avoided all the, I don't know, the wokeism out there. You can't say this, you can't do that because she's a black woman. No, they just had a full, honest, and I think fair crack at a real discussion. Take a look.
Do you agree that our schools should teach children that they can choose their gender?
Senator, I'm not remembering exactly what quote you're referencing.
I'm asking, do you agree that schools should teach children that they can choose their gender?
Senator, I'm not making comments about
All right.
what schools can teach.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No,
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
You hear the surprise?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the
biologist.
meaning of the fact.
Okay, so I'm not a veterinarian, but I can tell you what a dog is. I'm not a biologist, and I can tell you what a woman is. Not a biologist, I can tell you what a man is. I can tell you what a male is, a female is, man, woman. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be a biologist. This woman is driving me absolutely batshit crazy.
That you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
Yeah, and that Judge Jackson is a product of woman. Won't go there. Too touchy. Hey, Senator Blackburn, Republican of Tennessee, amazing job. You know, on the internet, they're calling her a Karen. They're calling her all kinds of awful things. It doesn't matter. She's ignoring them and doing the right thing. All right, now back to our MVP list. Not on the list is Lindsey Graham. I'm not putting him on the MVP list, although today he was pretty good. You've heard about her, I don't know, wishy-washiness when it comes to child pornography. Here she is explaining that maybe it's not such a big deal. And listen to his reaction.
In comes the internet. On the internet, with one click.
Wait. Chill Rock, you still got a black screen? Oro, hey! I need to check this. Okay, I don't see anybody talking about a black screen except for Chill Rock. Yeah, Topper, you have a point. It has nothing to do with biology, according to them. You're absolutely right. But yet, wait, we're gonna get further into this. Let me roll this back a little bit, because my chat for some reason, okay, good. My chat for some reason is being stupid, and I have to X out of it and then restart it. It's very annoying. So I have another laptop. It's an older laptop, but I'm gonna get the YouTube on there. I'm gonna get YouTube on there so I can watch the chat, etc. But I digress.
That maybe it's not such a big deal. And listen to his reaction.
In comes the internet. On the internet, with one click, you can receive, you can distribute tens of thousands.
If you're looking for it, note you have to look for it first. Dumbass.
You can be doing this for 15 minutes, and all of a sudden, you are looking at 30, 40, 50 years in prison.
Good. Good.
I understand.
Absolutely
Senator,
good. I hope you are.
To do
Good.
Allow her to finish, please.
I hope you go to jail for 50 years if you're on the internet trolling for images of children and sexual exploitation. So you don't think that's a bad thing? I think that's a horrible thing.
Wow. And it got even more interesting. Ted Cruz, boy, bless this guy. He's smart and he's brave.
I'm asking you to take the opportunity to explain to this committee and the American people why in 100% of the cases,
I don't know how yet,
you have people with vile crimes, and you have language saying they're vile crimes. But then you sentence them to very, very low sentences. And why do you consistently 100% of the time choose to do that?
Senator, no one case can stand in for a judge's entire sentencing record.
These are the 8 or 9 child porn cases. I will say, to correct the record,
I just say to the judge, there's no point in responding. He's going to interrupt you.
Thank you.
Look, I appreciate the chairman trying to filibuster, and if you don't like your witness's answers, you're welcome to provide your own. She is declining to answer the question, and Chairman Durbin, if you want to join her on the bench, you can. But Chairman Durbin,
my job is to make
Chairman
sure
Durbin, I'm not interrupting your questioning.
I'm asking you to give her a chance to answer.
But she's consistently said she's not going to answer.
And she did. Evasive. That's what they're told to be. Evasive. Don't say what you're really thinking. Senator Hawley. This is actually from yesterday, but again, a brilliant man who's not afraid.
To take a guy who's 18 years old, who has what the government says is an extremely large collection of prepubescent pornography, 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, we're talking about, gobs of hours of time here that he has. You say to him that he's not a pedophile. I don't know how you know that. I don't know why that's relevant to the guidelines, but maybe it is. You say that you're very sorry for him and what he suffered, and then you give him 3 months when, frankly, a liberal prosecutor is asking for 2 full years. It does seem like an extraordinary case to me. It would bother me no matter what. It really bothers me when in every case, child porn case you've had discretion, you've sentenced below the guidelines and below the government's recommendation.
Now to her, her answers aren't really worth that much. Very, very evasive. Yeah. I'm told she's smart and she went to all the right schools, but actually at times it's not that impressive. You got to be ready for these theoretical questions. Have something a bit more clever to say than this.
When does life begin, in your opinion?
Senator, I don't.
How hard of a question.
No,
She's supposed to be
Ma'am?
smart.
I don't know.
Do you have a belief?
I have personal, religious, and otherwise beliefs that have nothing to do with the law in terms of when life begins.
Do you have a personal belief, though, about when life begins?
I have a religious view
Religious belief?
that I set aside when I am ruling on cases.
Okay. When does equal protection of the laws attach to a human being?
It's not prospects.
Well, Senator, I believe that the Supreme Court, actually, I actually don't know the answer to that question. I'm sorry. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not that impressive for all the talk of her brilliance. Look, these questions are about her record, her philosophy, her judgment. It's all fair game. But the left, the media, no way. And how did they characterize what has been happening? These Republican senators, what are they doing?
Topper, you have a point.
Lindsey Graham.
Hold on. Topper has a point. If she doesn't know what a woman is, how is she qualified? How did she? Ugh. I can't. I'm not. Topper, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
They're making quite a stink, certainly playing to an audience that Republican.
Second, I want to roll this back so you can hear the beginning of what that almost said Jackass individual said.
Republican senators, what are they doing?
Lindsey Graham, they're making quite a stink, certainly playing to an audience that Republican base that we've seen a lot of today, Lindsey.
A lot of the Republicans, though, clearly playing to their base, even to the far right, airing some old grievances.
So before this finishes, Greg, he completely explains this perfectly once this is over. And I agree 100% with him.
They use now these hearings to throw spears at each other and try to score political points and also to firm up their base.
Exactly. Problem? This is a democracy. This is America. Those senators are representing us, and they're doing what we want them to do, which is to evaluate this judge who nobody ever heard of just 2 months ago, and now she's up for a lifetime appointment. This is what it's about. Democracy. Yes, the base. There's nothing wrong with that. And do we have a little bit of a grudge? Maybe some of us. Kavanaugh, right? I mean, what happened to him? How they treated it? We're not doing anything like that to this woman, and I don't want that to happen. But come on. Finally, Tom Cotton. He is not only he's brilliant, but he's a warrior. He served in Iraq as an infantry officer, and he reminds me of Abe Lincoln. He went to issues of law and order, and boy, did we need to hear it.
Isn't it inherent in the concept of deterrence that people are less likely to commit crime if they're more likely to get caught, convicted, and sentenced? Why can't you just say that's the case?
Senator, it's not that I'm avoiding saying that's the case.
No, Judge, that's exactly what you're doing. I'm asking a very simple question. In general, is someone more likely or less likely to commit a crime if they know they're going to be caught, convicted, and sentenced?
It's very
the heart of deterrence theory.
It's very difficult to answer questions in general.
Is 17 years too long or not long enough for a criminal to spend in prison for murder?
Senator, these are policy questions.
Do you know how long the average inmate convicted of rape serves in prison in America?
Well, Senator, rape is not a crime in the federal system.
It's 7.2 months. Do you think 7.2 months is too long or too short for someone convicted of rape to be sentenced to prison?
Senator, that's a policy question.
Do you think we imprison too many violent criminals or not enough?
Senator, it's important for our rule of law to ensure that people are held accountable.
Should the United States strengthen or weaken sentences for child pornographers?
Senator, that's not a simple question.
There's a lot of that. It was evasive. Look, she's clearly soft on crime. That comes through loud and clear. And right now, crime is out of control in America. This isn't a fantasy. This is happening every single day. And we didn't have this very long ago.
Can anybody else not hear me at all? Right, Kristen? That's why I went like this, because that's bullshit. Rape's a crime everywhere. Duh. I looked it up afterwards. Everybody, are y'all able to hear me all right, though? Talking. I mean, granted, I haven't fixed the speakers are right underneath the camera, and the camera has the mic. All right, hold on. I want to show you guys what I got. Give me a second. Callie, Penny, come. Go on. Penny, come back. Back. Good. Good girl, back. Okay, come here. Got good stuff. Came as a set. So I've got this. And, whoops, this. They just came though, so I wasn't able to set them up in time because I was trying to get the room straight, and that was more important. You know, priorities. Let me see if I move closer to the camera. Shit. Is that a little better? Can y'all hear me a little better? Okay. Damn, DK. All right, you guys. I'll figure this out. I don't, I needed to set that mic up, but I had to finish the room first, or I can't set the mic up because the table. Ugh. All right, well, let's go ahead and watch, and I'll speak up a little bit too, because I was kind of not projecting my voice. So let's go ahead and watch this. Finish this one off.
In America. This isn't a fantasy. This is happening every single day. And we didn't have this very long ago. In the middle of the day, in the open, commerce happening all over the place. These guys hitting a cosmetics store. This, an Apple store in San Bernardino, California. Organized gangs going in and taking, how about this, grandmother carjacking, and her arm was ripped off. This
just happened today. I think like 3 hours ago.
This is real. This is happening, and it's not going away because everybody seems to be just going along with it. And what did we do? What did America do? Delegitimize cops. Because of Black Lives Matter in the summer of 2020, this was somehow deemed righteous. This is somehow truth to power and all that nonsense. And George Floyd, a career criminal, by the way, and a drug addict who should not have died that day. However, a criminal record as a mile long and worshiped as a hero. A state funeral while we were all shut down. Now there's a statue for him. It's ludicrous. Society has been turned upside down, and we have a right to know if one.
Sorry, there's more than one statue. That's only one of like 4. Why? That pisses me off. Just saying. But yet they want to take all of the other statues and monuments down to the founding fathers. But yet they put a statue up of this guy? Buddy, no.
Statue for him. It's ludicrous. Society has been turned upside down, and we have a right to know if one of the highest, most important people in America has our values. And I don't think she does. It all started to unravel in America. Black Lives Matter. That summer of 2020, it was already unraveling. Then it just went into hyper speed. Up is down, down is up. It is totally, totally crazy, and we're still going in the wrong direction. And I think this is a great example of it.
So that Kristen, that's just okay. It is disgusting. It's all of this, everything today, that all these videos, they're all disgusting.
9.8 with inflation at 7%, like.
Hold on. I will get this right. I will. Because I know there's a thing where I can hit buttons. I'll get it. I promise. Alright, so this is initially what the whole title of the video, is. The first part was to give the example of how uncooperative and just evasive and aggravating she is when people ask her questions. Although usually it's of course, Republican senators that are asking questions that she won't answer. Every single one in that first video, every single one of them asked a plain face question. There was no innuendo of different meaning. There was nothing. They were flat out plain questions. Wow, Topper, I've not heard that. But you're right. I love that guy. Black conservative? Yeah, I love that guy. Damn. I'll figure it out, Kristen. I'm sorry. Let's watch this one. The video is absurdly loud because the microphone is on the video camera, the web camera, which is right here, and the speakers are right below it. So it's going directly up. So I apologize, and I'll get it figured out. I had to get the room finally straightened up first and organized, because this used to be where I stored all my workout stuff that I don't use. Okay, so Michael Knowles is another guy that I really like.
Ketanji Jackson, judge who's up for the Supreme Court, goes before the Senate, and the confirmation hearings are revealing a lot of radicalism in this woman. So on the one hand, she goes weak on child pornography cases. Then the next one, this is frankly even crazier, she defends critical race theory. But even all of that is not the craziest thing that Judge Ketanji Jackson said during her confirmation hearings. The CRT stuff, the racist babies, the kiddie porn. No. The craziest thing she said was in response to Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, who asked Ketanji Jackson a really simple question. This was not about some really contestable aspect of the law, some esoteric constitutional question. No, the question was simple. It is, can you define what a woman is?
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Did you hear the surprise in her voice? Shit.
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
This should be the end of her nomination. Biden should pull the nomination.
I agree. Just saying.
Where she should withdraw herself in disgrace. She should leave the legal community. She should be disbarred. She should not have any role in public life. Because I guess she's just a big, stupid idiot. Here I thought she was an intelligent woman. She went to Harvard. She has had a long career as a lawyer, as a judge. So I thought she was reasonably intelligent, probably above average in her intelligence in education. But it turns out she's just a big, dumb, stupid idiot because she can't define the most basic category in humanity, man and woman. She can't define it. And she's so glib about it. She's got such blithe ignorance here. She's gleeful and confident in her ignorance. She goes, like a student in class, first of all, who doesn't know the answer and is just stalling for time. Marsha says, tell me what a woman is. Can you define a woman? And she repeats the question. You want me to define what a woman is? Yeah. Do you have gunk in your ears? You got a stick of gum in your ear? Yep. Yeah. What's a woman? Hold on. No, I can't define that. Oh, you can't define that? No, I can't define that. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a meteorologist. I know when it's raining. Okay. I am not a, I don't know. I'm not an astronomer. I know what the sun is. If you've made it through kindergarten, I was going to say if you've made it through Harvard Law School, Harvard undergraduate, if you've functioned as an adult in society, you should know it. But no, if you've made it through kindergarten, you should be able to say what a woman is. But this woman cannot do it. She says, well, I'm not a biologist. Which raises another question. If I find a biologist who says that a woman is a person who does not have testicles, would you then go along with that? Would you accept that definition? A woman is a human being who is not a man.
This is valid. I mean, if we were to produce a biologist to answer that question, an actual biologist that isn't corrupted by stupidity, would she then accept it and say, yes, okay? Who knows?
Would you accept that definition? No, of course you wouldn't. She'd say that biologist is a right-wing fake news. You support lower sentencing for even pretty bad criminals. Okay, that's kind of par for the course with Democrats these days, with liberals. Okay, it's bad, but I get it. You support critical race theory and you praise it by name, and you support the 1619 Project from the New York Times, this lie that America was founded to defend slavery. It's completely made up. Okay, that's more radicalism. That's pretty bad. You can't tell me what a woman is. Either Ketanji Jackson is the stupidest person in America, or she is among the most radical people in America. And I don't think she's stupid. Which means Ketanji Jackson is, at this point, after her answer to Marsha Blackburn, she is by far the most radical Supreme Court nominee ever to come before the United States Senate to be confirmed. Really spooky stuff. Sexual disorder everywhere. Right now, text Noel.
He's not wrong. The fact that, like Kristen said, she sucks at science and even she knows what a woman is. I mean, she's got my 3 grandkids. 2 X chromosomes. But if an X chromosome, you're a woman, is what they're trying to say. If you have an X chromosome, you're a woman. If you have a Y chromosome, you're a man. But I have 2, obviously. But some men are going, well, I have an X chromosome. I can be a woman. That's not how it works. So that's basically garbage. Topper, you're a riot. All right, hold on. Now, y'all probably know who this is.
She don't know the definition of
B. Tatum. Love to be Tatum. Watch him all the time. What does that sweatshirt say? Oh, impeach.
a woman. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. We still have the 50% off clearance. All you got to do is go to the store. At the top of the store, I think I should show y'all so I'm not leading you astray and you feel like you're lost.
Is that a little better with the volume on the video, by the way?
So when you get to the store, you go to the store right here. Boom. Right here at the top is the clearance. If you're looking for my book, Beaten Black and Blue, the book is here. You can get the signed copy, non-signed copy. The non-signed copy starts at $25 per book. We got everything you need on here. But the clearance item is something that, you know, we're trying to clear out some of these cool designs. These are some hot designs. We want to clear them out because our new stuff is coming in. It's what you can mail. If you're on the text messaging list, if you're on the email list, we'll send those notifications out to you so you don't have to go searching for it and wondering when it's live. It's going to hit your text message or your due. So let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, I have become increasingly disgusted by what I have seen in politics over the last several years. It's all smoke and mirrors, in my opinion. It's smoke and mirrors. I don't know what's real, Republican or Democrat in many cases. I don't know who's real. I don't know what it is. Everybody's staged. Presidents are reading teleprompters. Nobody's speaking from the heart, speaking off the cuff, being connecting with the people, being personable. It just doesn't exist. And then they go out, the Democrats go out and virtue signal and say, we're going to pick the first black female, what do they call it? Supreme Court Justice. I couldn't think for a minute. It's too early in the morning. Supreme Court Justice. And it's like, okay. You're wrong for picking race. You're wrong for going on based on race. But let me give the lady a chance because maybe y'all dumb and she ain't. Maybe she caught up in the middle of this and she's well qualified. And then I looked at the confirmation hearing, and what did I see? I seen a bunch of bull. That's all I saw. How did this woman not have a definition for what a woman is? Now we know, I'm going to pull the clip up just in case y'all don't believe me. Now we know that a short clip could be taken out of context. And we know everybody's trying to be politically correct. You don't want to say this. You don't want to offend this person. Technically, I can't do this because technically I'm a judge and I'm supposed to be impartial. You should know that the people, and you are a woman representing women, and you can't have a definition for a woman. I mean, you ain't got to be a biologist to understand what a woman is. You could just give them a little bit so you don't look like a complete idiot. Okay. Roll the film, Brandon. Roll the film.
You provide a definition for the word woman.
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a
the
biologist.
meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition? Can you provide a definition?
I want y'all to watch this again because I want you to see how smug and that's why when I see people behave like this, you can tell a lot about their character just based on their condescending responses. This was a question asked by a person who is in Congress, which you should yield respect to. And the rolling of the eyes and acting like she's a complete idiot for asking you to define a woman when you're a woman representing women in the Supreme Court justice, in the Supreme Court as a Supreme Court justice. How are you smug like this?
For the word woman.
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
Look at her.
I can't.
Like you're the idiot. What do you mean?
He's not wrong. I saw this and then I watched his video. I was like, okay, I'm not insane. I actually saw that too, and I figured, maybe I'm seeing something that's not there. But then I saw this video earlier today, and I was like, wait. He puts in it's not edited to be a misrepresentation. He's modified the video to be able to make his video. That's all. Everything that you're seeing is what happened.
This is the smug mentality and behavior of people who I think do not deserve to have positions of power in our society. And I'm going to give you another example because this was just as bad of her lackluster, discipline or her lackluster concern about people who are 18. This guy was 18 viewing 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds. And she presented that or viewed that as peer-to-peer stuff. If you know what I'm saying, I can't say it all. But an 18-year-old and an 8-year-old, they are not peers. An 18-year-old should have nothing to do with anything to do with 8-year-olds. All right, don't listen to me. Roll the film. Yeah, I got it right here. Turn it up.
Individual who is an adult, tried as an adult, 18 years old. You also said to him, besides saying that you thought his victims were his peers, you also said there's no reason to think that you are a pedophile. And then you went on to say, again, that's another reason why you're only going to give him 3 months, because you had judged that he wasn't a pedophile. And then you said, and this is something I really need your help understanding, then you apologized to him. And I just have to tell you, I can't quite figure this out. You said to him, this is a truly difficult situation. I appreciate that your family's in the audience. I feel so sorry for them and for you and for the anguish this has caused all of you. I feel terrible about the collateral consequences of this conviction. And then you go on to say sex offenders are truly shunned in our society. I'm just trying to figure out, Judge, is he the victim here or the victims the victims?
That's just one. Now, a person can argue these are just two examples of her whole expansive career. But the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. Birds of the same feather flock together. I don't know what other terminology or analogy I can bring to the table. We already know, based on these two clips, that this is a woke social justice. I'm gonna go to another clip because I think that this clip is longer. But if you still are not convinced that this woman is highly unqualified, then this clip, and I believe this was an opening statement.
And
I agree, Topper, 100%.
Clip should show you or prove to you or give you clarity on why people are feeling like Miss Jackson should not be in this position. I'm going to play this video. It's a longer video, but this should give you clarity. And this is what you can share with your friends if you want to share this video with them. Share them this part where we have an explanation of the critique of the poor behaviors of Miss Jackson and why she shouldn't be a Supreme Court justice. They're going to let her go anyway because she's black, and they need to be, people are afraid to not let a black woman in. But roll the film.
Americans need a Supreme Court justice who will protect our children and will defend parents' constitutional right to decide what is best for their own kids. And here we need a little clarity. At a time when these parental rights appear to be under assault by the radical left, your public comments about, and I'm going to quote you, the transformative power of progressive education, end quote. These are deeply concerning. You serve on the board of a school that teaches kindergartners.
DK, I have something to add to that. I know, because I felt the same way about questioning the future of our country, but I think we're going to be all right because of people like you, me, and everybody in here. Flawed, Tom McDonald, Brandon Hart. Sorry, I don't know if y'all heard that. All of the people that actually have functioning brains and common sense. Holy crap, Kristen, I did not know that. Wow. Well, that's bullshit. Sorry. All right, well, let's finish. Let's let her finish, as Brandon Tatum would say.
About, and I'm going to quote you, the transformative power of progressive education, end quote. These are deeply concerning. You serve on the board of a school that teaches kindergartners, 5-year-old children, that they can choose their gender and teaches them about so-called white privilege.
Did y'all know that she serves on what she said? Let me roll it back because my brain farted here. But she serves on a council.
Children, that they can choose their gender and teaches them about so-called white privilege. This school has hosted an organization called Woke Kindergarten and pushes an anti-racist education program for white families. Your public endorsement of this type progressive indoctrination of our children causes one great concern when it comes to how you may rule on cases involving parental rights. Parents also know that it's only a matter of time before we have the next pandemic, and they're concerned about more mask mandates or lockdowns from unelected bureaucrats that would harm their children's mental health and stunt their development.
Hello, Anthony Fauci, unelected, freaking.
The American people want a Supreme Court justice who will protect their families' freedoms, not allow government.
Yes, Topper, that was what I was trying to say. That's what this senator is referring to.
Overreach into private family decisions.
Do y'all agree so far? Is that a fair statement? This is what we want from a Supreme Court justice. Is that fair? Yep. All we want is a reasonable person. In a time in which things are unreasonable, we want a reasonable person.
Now, moms that I'm speaking with raise the issue of crime, and you've consistently called for greater freedom for hardened criminals.
Take a look at the look on her face. Does that not look like a smug, like, okay, you can finish, and then just the look on her face right now is so smug and like superior looking. It's just wrong. And dude, I'm not gonna say what I would do, but yeah, that's the face I'm seeing.
At the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, you advocated, and again I quote, for each and every criminal defendant in the D.C. Department of Corrections custody should be released. That would have been 1,500 criminals back on the street if you had had your way. And you used the COVID-19 pandemic as justification to release a fentanyl drug dealer, a bank robber addicted to heroin, and a convict who murdered a U.S. Marshal into our communities. But your efforts to protect convicts began long before the pandemic. You used your time and talent not to serve our nation's veterans or other vulnerable groups, but to provide free legal service.
I'm sorry, I just read the chat and Topper, I can't keep a straight face. You're hilarious.
This is to help terrorists get out of Gitmo and go back to the fight.
I mean, it's embarrassing, man. Like, it's embarrassing because they put up a black woman and they don't even put up one that's solid. They put up somebody that's a woke activist. And we already knew they were going to do that. But look how embarrassing this is as a representation of a black woman. Why y'all can't put up a person who's solid? There's enough people out here solid. They want to put in an activist, a person that is going to go all the way with CRT and everything else. Believe that.
You also have a consistent pattern of giving child porn offenders lighter sentences. On average, you sentence child porn defendants to over 5 years below the minimum sentence recommended by the sentencing guidelines. And you have stated publicly that it is a mistake to assume that child pornography offenders are pedophiles. Your philosophy, it appears, is backward on these issues. Restriction.
Chill Rock, wake up, man. You're too funny. So I just read that in the chat and I was like, oh, I can't keep a straight face, you guys.
Offenders are pedophiles. Your philosophy, it appears, is backward on these issues. Restrictions on children and families and freedom for criminals. In fact, your philosophy, or lack thereof, may be the root of the problem here. I was concerned during our conversation earlier this month when you told me that you really didn't have a judicial philosophy. The American people deserve a Supreme Court justice with a documented commitment to the text of the Constitution and the rule of law.
Right? Do any of you disagree with that? The fact that she told this senator she didn't have, just no. It's just the audacity that she even said that she even thought it was okay to say that. This woman seems to be a poster child for book smarts. Book smarts don't equate to common sense.
To the text of the Constitution and the rule of law, not a judicial activist who will attempt to make policy from the bench. Without a judicial philosophy, a judge is legally adrift and will be inclined to consider policy rather than law. You once wrote that every judge has, and I quote, personal hidden agendas, end quote, then influence how they decide cases. So I can only wonder, what's your hidden agenda? Is it to let violent criminals, cop killers, and child predators back to the streets? Is it to restrict...
Look at that friggin' smirk that she just... Shush. Hold on.
parental rights and expand government.
I want y'all to see this woman's friggin' little smirk. Needs to be slapped the hell off her face.
Is it to let violent criminals, cop killers, and child predators back to the streets? Yeah. Is it to restrict parental rights and expand government's reach into our schools and our private family decisions? Is it to support the radical left's attempt to pack the Supreme Court? You have praised the 1619 Project, which argues the U.S. is a fundamentally racist country, and you have made clear that you believe judges...
Did y'all see that eyebrow? The eyebrow go up like I do all the time? This condescension and just this overall... The overall feeling I get from this person is not a good one. This is a condescending, snotty activist that just, nope.
Must consider critical race theory when deciding how to sentence criminal defendants.
Do you want this for your country, is what I'm saying. Forget the color. If this woman was white over there, it's the same disgusting ideology as her being black or native or Asian or Dominican. I mean, whatever you want to call it. It's disgusting. We don't need these type of policymakers or decision makers in our government that are pushing a woke ideology. They want to be woke. They want children to learn about gender and all this other stuff in kindergarten. They're trying to indoctrinate your kids from the foundation, from the floor level all the way up. She couldn't even address what a woman is because she's afraid that she's going to offend trans people. Just the lack of a backbone. I feel like if I was in the confirmation hearing, I would at least say, look, I see where you're going with this. You're trying to put me in a circle. Of course I can identify what a woman is. Let's start with just one component. A human being with a womb and ovaries. There you go. That's it. That's a woman, at least in part. Do you want me to give a whole biological makeup of a woman? I can't give you a scientific explanation, but I can at least tell you this. I'm a woman, but she can't do that because when one dude with his Johnson hanging out say he a woman, she will offend him. All right, man. I done said enough. I'm about to get up off here. Do you want this for our country? Hell no. All you knuckle dragging people out here wanting to vote for her just because she black. You better ask yourself, are you okay with what they teaching these kids in the school? Are you okay with shutdown, lockdown mandates? Are you okay with pushing racism in our schools? Letting pedophiles get off? Or at least sentencing them much lesser than what the recommendation is? Okay. All right. Love y'all. See y'all later. See.
DK, it does suck that you're right. We do have a lot of activists and other way to describe these people sitting on judicial benches. And I agree. A judge, I mean, that's common sense right there, what you said, that a judge should be nonpartisan and focus on the rule of law. That's their whole purpose, is it not? So I just Brandon Tatum, Michael Knowles, all those guys know they all basically, it's as if they're like talking and saying things that are in, oh man. No, did it wrong. I have other stuff. There it is. All right. I just don't have um I don't have good feelings about this, but one of the things I want to show you is something that Tulsi Gabbard was talking about today. I need to find it. Where is Tulsi Gabbard? Right, it's on my phone. Yeah, very funny, Kristen. Nothing can go wrong. Dang it. So, the article is on the phone that the chat's on, so oh man. And this was the final confirmation hearing. So after this, all right. Nope, I can't do it because then I won't be able to see what y'all are saying. So I'll figure this out. I have my other laptop and I'll go ahead and get that set up so that I can do that and get it put on here. I have a way that I can share the screen. Aha! 1 second. Let me see. Hold on 1 second here. Where is it? Nope, nope, nope. So I just got a thing that lets me share the screen. There it is. Share the screen with my freaking phone. It's not supposed to be on this one. It's supposed to be on the... Oh, crap. All right, I'll have to figure this out. I just realized I'm going to have to figure this out for next time because until I can get everything straight. Whoops. I'm like all the way over on the side. Just I didn't even notice. And I do not want to be a giant golem in the screen. So that's basically the long and the short of what I was trying to get across today because I just, what's up is down and what's down is up is what they're trying to do, and it's maddening because all I can do is sit here and do this and talk to y'all, and I know all of y'all are of like mind, and I'm not getting out very well. I haven't figured out any of that stuff or how to get myself out there. So I don't have any dissenting or other opinions from anybody because I'm talking to y'all and we are of a same mind. You can't have a good discussion about something without having all sides represented, you know? So I don't know. It's just this up is down and down is up crap's got to stop. It's got to stop. We can't do this shit anymore. It's just DK, you said it, that people you're not the only one. A lot of people are worried about where this country is going. I mean, it's one of the biggest things that everybody's dealing with is what is going to happen to this country. And obviously nobody knows, but I don't know. I can't say I know what I hope doesn't happen. You're right, Kristen. Question everything, which is what I do. not as insanely as Timothy does, but just keeps going. Yeah, it does keep going further off the rails. And I'm worried about that part, that everything's going to come to a head and it could get ugly. I honestly see that. I honestly do see that in the future. The show me state. Yeah, Topper. You're right. Show me. But there's some things you can't be shown. But we're not going to go into that part. That's a whole nother rabbit trail. So there's things that have made me wonder. It's like, okay, well, should I start thinking about freeze drying food to put downstairs? Or yes, trust but verify. I've heard him say that so many times. Trust but verify. It depends. But I agree with him on principle. I just this is what's running through my head now is prepper stuff. Should I get a freeze dryer for food that I can, get it put together and then vacuum seal it and then put it somewhere so that I have food, because food's already gone insane. Gas here is almost $4.50. I filled up for the first time. I filled up my gas tank at Costco, which has just one step down from the lowest price in this city. $50.20. So, on an aside, it wasn't going to be a perfect pump, but $50, I've got a 4-cylinder, which actually isn't bad, but Topper. Oh, jeez, that's hilarious. Yeah, $50 to fuel up today, or yesterday was yesterday. Retirement brain. All of this shit is coming to a head. I agree, and I hope it doesn't get ugly. But yeah, DK, me too. But I kind of qualify that as trust with a caveat of only a little bit. Know what I mean? Just give you a little bit of trust to give you, basically to give you enough to hang yourself if you're an idiot. But I watch a bunch of different stuff on YouTube, and one of them is Hacksman, who happens to be a veteran that he and his wife each have a channel about getting things set up, excuse me, to be self-sufficient in your own home so that you don't have to worry about, you're growing your food in your own garden. You've got, your water. But he's in Florida, so it's easy to just stick a well down because it's only like 30 feet down, 30 feet above. It's only 30 feet above sea level. If that. It's probably even worse. Mel, you could probably tell me on that one. I know it was barely that when I was in Delaware. I could have dug myself a well. I could have done it myself in Delaware. So he could. I could not do that here. I have no idea where. I don't live that close to a mountain. Yes, that's right. That's right. No, I didn't forget that. I just. Down is up is down. That's for another live, but I do remember that because he had brought that up to me and wondered if take it easy. Penny, down. Pen, down. No. Down, right there. Down. Come on. Good girl. Oh, that lasted a while. 2 seconds. That's all that lasted, was 2 seconds. I don't know what to tell y'all as far as what is Topper, you're such a smart ass. Amanda! Yes! Hello, honey. It's gonna be rough. I mean, it's already rough. Not gonna lie, it's already rough. I hate when I say that because I never lie. Ugh. But it's already getting rough, and it's rougher on other people more than me. I live on a fixed income, and every time there's a government shutdown, that's what I have to worry about is, what am I gonna get? Eddie! Okay. Another one driving. Hi, Eddie. Shit. Amanda and Eddie showed up, and now I lost my train of thought. Damn it. It's like, yay, my friends are here. All my friends are here. And I just know that every time a government shutdown comes around, I have to worry. I have a good bank that the last time this happened, where there actually was, love you too, Eddie. The last time that there was a shutdown, they actually put out a notice to us that said that they will take care of anyone that ends up not having, because it's a military bank. It's USAA, so it's military and veterans and stuff like that. So they had a thing that they were going to go ahead and basically front us the money, so to speak, and then we could gradually pay it back, which on paper seems really good, but honestly, I didn't read much into it because I wasn't going to do it because I didn't know if there was interest. I didn't know if this was a loan. I didn't know what it was. Granted, it was very kind and very thoughtful of a bank to say that they would do that. Considering who their clientele is, they could probably do that. But they didn't really explain it well enough for me to even consider it. But the fact that this was, shoot, I can't remember what year this was. It was like 12 years ago, maybe? 13? Something like that. That everybody was panicking because we didn't think we were going to get paid. Military, that happens to them a lot. They worry they're not going to get paid. Sometimes they don't. That's happened a couple times where some military people, members, have not gotten paid. thank you, Jesus, that hasn't happened to any disabled veterans yet. I hope it doesn't, because that is my only income. Which is why, another reason why I started doing this, because it's like, I can talk to y'all, and we can have our community here, and it's helpful. It's helpful for me because I don't go out very much because of compromised immune system and all the other garbage. But this is helpful for me, and I really appreciate all y'all being here and supporting me. I really do. I like tonight. I think tonight was a really good live. And I hope next week I've got things even better straightened out. I hope. I can just hope. I have a feeling I will. I'm gonna have stuff up and ideas. Courtney, hey, I watched some of your channel today. And I figured out. Oh, Chill Rock. I figured out why I wasn't able to post anything on videos. I was on my phone. I went on my tablet where I'm on the Discord, and I was able to post. So it's something between YouTube and my phone. It's not an Android thing because my tablet's an Android made by the same manufacturer that my phone is. So I figured that out. YouTube doesn't like my phone. So I'm able to comment. So I'm back at it. I'm glad that I got to see you, Topper. I think this is the first time you caught one, right? Raz, you're a dork. But you're right. What do you think I'm doing? Yeah, I wonder about it too. It has been driving me insane. And at least now that I was finally able to figure it out, it was like a load has gone off of my shoulders, which is good because collarbone's still busted. And I've got to go because I have a feeling somebody has to go OUT. And since he's nine, Topper, I was one of those long-time listeners, first-time callers, way back when you were able to record music off the radio on cassette tapes and make mixtapes for somebody or yourself. I just dated myself. I know. I don't care. I've got a dog that is not able to get up and go outside, so I've got to go take him outside and let him do his business. And thank you guys very much. Like I said, everybody, yes, DK, everybody have a great night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And we're just going to keep going up from here. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Love you all.